Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the inside and out tag. It was created by MathomBooks. No one actually tagged me to do the video, but I'm going to do it anyway because it seems like fun. Inside flap / back of the book summaries. Too much info or not enough? I don't like it when the summaries are too vague. I like it when they sort of give you a taste of where the story is going to go, something that like really catches your eye and is like, oh, that's really intriguing, I wonder what's going to happen to this character. Like, I hate it when summaries are just like describing like the main character or something. I hate that. I think it's boring. I never want to pick the book up. So I definitely prefer it when there's a little taste of, I guess, the climax of the book. I love that. New book. What form do you want it in? Be honest. Audiobook, ebook, paperback, or hardcover? I personally prefer paperback only because it's cheaper and I am dirt poor practically all the time. But every once in a while, depending on the cover of the book, I will prefer a hardcover, just because sometimes the hardcovers have much prettier covers than paperbacks. For some reason I never got that. I don't like audiobooks only because when I read, the characters sort of have their own voices in my head and I hate hearing other people do that, especially when it's just one person, and it just bugs me. I don't like audiobooks. Ebooks, I actually have been getting into some ebooks. My dad has a Nook and I've been using that every once in a while and I love it, and I really want one, but I'm really torn at the same time. But overall I definitely prefer paperbacks. Scribble while you read. Do you like to write in your books, taking notes, making comments, or do you keep your books clean? I definitely don't write in them. Oh god, I don't write in them. Because like I said before, I'm broke as crap all the time, so I'm not going to write in a book that I spent money on. I really should like use some like sticky notes or something, especially if I'm going to do reviews on them, because I end up just rambling in videos and it's ridiculous. But I don't know, I'm really like lazy a lot of the time, so I don't really like taking notes. Also because, and I'm gonna sound like a total like dummy when I say this, but like it brings me back to school because I had to take notes on books that I read in school, and it just makes reading feel like a chore to me, and I don't want to lose that enjoyment from reading by taking notes. In your best voice, read for us your favorite first sentence from a book. The book that I chose is The Blue Girl by Charles DeLint. He is one of my favorite fantasy writers. This is one of my favorite books. It starts with this faint sound that pulls me out of sleep. The sort of calliope music played on an ensemble of toy instruments. Does it matter to you whether the author is male or female when you're deciding on a book? What if you're unsure of the author's gender? Honestly, I don't even pay attention to the author half the time. I mean, unless I read a book that I really, really loved, then I'll like research the author and their other works. I know some people have some issues with male authors when they're writing romance or whatever, but I honestly don't care. It makes no difference to me. Ever read ahead, or have you ever read the last page way before you got there? Do you confess thy sins, foul demon? I used to. Whenever I first started really getting into reading, for whatever reason, I always had this habit of flipping to the very back of the book and reading the last sentence. I don't know why. Sometimes I still do it, every once in a while, randomly. But I never skip ahead. Sometimes I do it by accident. If I'm on like the last page of a chapter or something, then sometimes my eyes will jump down to the very last sentence. And on that same note, the only time I really skip ahead is when I'm like skipping ahead to see when the chapter ends, because that's normally when I stop reading the book to go do something, is at the end of that chapter, so that's the only time I ever really do that. Organized bookshelves or outrageous bookshelves? My bookshelf is extremely organized. It is organized by author, and then by series, and then by title of the book. Like if it's just like a one book story, that's just easiest for me. That's probably the most organized like a thing in my room is my bookshelf. The books are so much easier to find. Plus, I wouldn't really know how to organize them anyway other than that. Have you ever bought a book based on the cover alone? Not that I recall. I really don't think I have, to be completely honest. No, I haven't. I pick up books because of the cover and then read the back. I don't buy the book just based on the cover. Take it outside to read or stay in? Okay, I normally stay in because, if you guys don't know, I live in Texas, and Texas, the weather is ridiculous. It's either too hot, too cold, or it fluctuates so often that it's just impossible. So I generally stay inside because I don't want to sweat while I read, and I also don't want to freeze to death while I read. Also, it's really bright outside a majority of the time, and I am super blind. I'm pretty sure a rock has better vision than me, so I don't really want to go outside and read a book like this the whole time because my eyesight's bad enough as it is. So I read inside. So yeah, that is the Inside and Out book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing some more. Happy reading!